Hello viewers. So in the last video we discussed pivot tables. The link is in the description. Today we will learn about pivot charts. It's a very similar concept, but it's a very neat tool of MS Excel that can be very useful for you if your job is related to presenting some graphs and stuff that requires a little bit of dynamic handling of data. Right, so we have the same data set that we had before. I have already selected it, so I will directly go to insert, and for pivot table we went here. For pivot chart we go in this option right here. By the way, I'm using MS Excel 365, Office 365. That should be very similar to Office 2017, so you should find your option right here. Select it, and like before, Excel is asking me whether I want my pivot chart to be in the same sheet or in the new sheet. I select new sheet, select OK, and we have a similar window to what we had in pivot tables. You'll see in a moment what they mean. So I can simply put sales in the values column because this is the column that has values for which we need a table. And now I have something like, let's put data label on that as well. Okay, so let's go to data label, and I want outside end. So I have 1761 something, right? So that's good, that's nice. But why do I need pivot table? I need to make some kind of a comparison between different groups, right? So I want customer names to be on axis. So if I drag down customer name here, this gives me sales by customer very neatly in a bar chart. And one more thing I want is I want to label my axis as well. Here I want to say sales in USD. Okay, it's always good to have axis labels so that we know what we're doing, right? So this is sales in USD, and we know what is going on, so that's well and good. And if you want to change the colors, for example, if you don't want them to be in the same color, there is a nice trick here. What you can do is go right click here, go to format chart area, and then you click this bar. Here you can see that it says vary colors by point. If you click that, then you can have different colors for different customers. It becomes a little bit more messy if you have more categories, but if you want something like this in a simple graph, you can select that, right? So that is a neat option that you can use. I don't want that, I'll just click it. And if you want to go back to the pivot chart options, simply close this one and you are back in there. Now if I want customer sales by year, so one of the options could be I could drag here to axis categories, and it will show me something like this. For each customer I have different year points and I can compare them. That is also used quite frequently. You can find these kind of graphs in many reports, or you can do something like this. You can, instead of having them in the columns, you can have them as legends, right? So this could also be possible. Or you can switch places. You can have customers here and years here, right? That is also possible. You can drag this here and drag this one here. So what this does is that, let me go back to yeah, so whenever you see yellow, it means that it is Neha Singh. Whenever you see orange, it's David, and so on. So you can recognize customers by colors, and you also have different years. So it depends on what you want from your data. This is why you are using this kind of a column chart. One of the things that pivot chart does that normal chart does not is that it gives you this drop down menu here. So if you want to exclude some of the customers, you can simply click here and Ahmad Khan is dropped. If you want to exclude some years from this data, if you just want to have last 2 years, you click this and the other ones are gone. So this is a very nice, neat option given by pivot charts that is not available in normal charts. It makes it a little bit more dynamic and it gives you more options. So I hope that this video was useful for you. There are several different options that you can explore. You can go in here in pivot charts. You can have different options for totals, where you want to show them, different options for printing data, layout, format and stuff. We are not changing anything. I just wanted to introduce you to pivot charts, and hopefully you can use it in your analysis, in your thesis, in your jobs and stuff, and hopefully this is useful for you, right? So if you want a little bit more details on this, I can make other videos as well, but I wanted to keep this one simple. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will come back with another video on some other thing on Excel. Thank you.